Welcome to Set Free 24/7. My name is Robert. I'm glad that you're here today. We are 1 week into this whole thing. 7 days of Proverbs, and guess what? You're out of jail. You're out of prison. You may or may not have had police contact. I don't know. I'm not sitting next to you 24 hours a day, but I'm hoping that if you've been joining along for the last week that you've experienced some freedom from some negative activity. Hopefully some of the seeds that we're planting here are starting to take root. So let's jump right in here today. We're going to see what Proverbs 7 has to say.
Dear friend, do what I tell you. Treasure my careful instructions. Do what I say and you'll live well. My teaching is as precious as your eyesight. Guard it. Write it out on the back of your hands. Etch it on the chambers of your heart. Talk to wisdom as a sister. Treat insight as your companion. They'll be with you to fend off that temptress, that smooth-talking, honey-tongued seductress. Wow, that's a smooth-talking, honey-tongued seductress. Whew. As I stood at the window of my house, looking out through the shutters, watching the mindless crowd stroll by, I spotted a young man without any sense, arriving at the corner of the street where she lived, and then turning up the path to her house. It was dusk, the evening coming on, the darkness thickening into night. And just then, a woman met him. She'd been lying in wait for him, dressed to seduce him. Brazen and brash she was, restless and roaming, never at home. Walking the streets, loitering in the mall, hanging out at every corner in town, she threw her arms around him and kissed him, boldly took his arm and said, "I've got all the makings for a feast. Today, I made my offerings. My vows are all paid. So now I've come to find you, hoping to catch sight of your face. And here you are. I've spread fresh, clean sheets on my bed, colorful, imported linens. My bed is aromatic with spices and exotic fragrances. Come, let's make love all night. Spend the night in ecstatic lovemaking. My husband's not home. He's away on business, and he won't be back for a month. Soon, she has him eating out of her hand, bewitched by her honeyed speech. Before you know it, he's trotting behind her like a calf led to the butcher shop, like a stag lured into ambush and then shot with an arrow, like a bird flying into a net and not knowing that its flying life is over. So friends, listen to me. Take these words of mine most seriously. Don't fool around with a woman like that. Don't even stroll through her neighborhood. Countless victims come under her spell. She's the death of many a poor man. She runs a halfway house to hell and fits you out with a shroud and a coffin. And friends, just like that, we are done with Proverbs chapter 7, 7 days into this. I try to keep it short and sweet and to the point, and I hope that you are blessed by these readings as much as I am each day. What did you get out of today's reading? Was there a verse or a theme that maybe spoke to you?
I was reminded today of how important words are. Eugene Peterson has a little pause here, and it says, both the voice of wisdom and the voice of the temptress call out to the man who's on the street. But what appears to be a feast, with him eating out of the seductress's hand, is in the end a path that leads to even greater hunger and possibly death. Words are powerful. By words we are set free, and by words we are entrapped. By words we are led into an intimacy that's eternal life, and by words we are seduced into a false intimacy that is a halfway house to hell. And I've never had the pleasure of staying at a halfway house, but I definitely don't want to be in the halfway house to hell. That doesn't sound like any fun at all. So friends, today was chapter 7. We are a week into this. I hope to see you here tomorrow for chapter 8. If you like this episode, give it a like. How about a share? And always send the prayers my way. I can use every single one of them. And I would love to pray for you too. If you want to stick a prayer request down in the comments, I'd always love to keep you in my prayers. So friends, thanks again. I will see you tomorrow for chapter 8. Talk to you soon.